Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video on my channel. So in today's video we're going to be going through the Horizon Winter Season of Series 32, which is the third season. For 50% you can get yourself another Backstage pass just like last season, which was Autumn, and for 80% you can get the McLaren 12C, which isn't really that rare. So if you don't have access to online, or you're not able to do the online, then I wouldn't really worry about it, because they go for dead cheap in the auction house and I have tons of them. So same with the ATS GT, really, it's not really that expensive. I'd just also like to say a special thank you to the 50 of you that have subscribed to my channel since September when I started the channel. Thank you so much. We hit 50 subscribers earlier. Hopefully that 50th person doesn't unsubscribe, but we've hit 50 subscribers, so I'll be publishing a video later to celebrate that. So massive thank you to everybody. I can't stress enough how much it means to me. It's absolutely amazing. So I'll also mention it on my live streams as well, and hopefully there'll be a special live stream coming up as well if we can fit it in, like I mentioned yesterday. So anyway, after we've mentioned that, let's get on to the season. So for the Forzathon challenge, I uploaded a video on that last night, which was Wednesday, so you can check that out on my channel, or you can leave a comment and I'll be able to direct you to it. So that is how to complete the Swords to Plowshares, with how to do each chapter and what cars I would suggest for that. Regarding the Forzathon Shop, it's the 1988 Mitsubishi Starion ESIR for 600 points. Never really driven it, but it is quite rare because it's only appeared once or twice, I think. We have red biker gloves and pink biker gloves. The clothing, red and pink clothing, is quite popular at the moment in the Forzathon shop. And then for 350 Forzathon points, the 2018 Lamborghini Huracan Performante, which is absolutely amazing car. I've got 3 or 4 of them, and they are, well, yeah, they're just really good for S1, S2, X-Class racing and stunts and stuff. I have an X-Class tune as well as an S1 tune, I'm pretty sure, unless it's S2. So I would suggest getting that, because you would have thought that the most expensive one would be the Huracan Performante, but it's the other way around. So whether they've done that on purpose or it's an accident, I don't know. But if they have done it by accident, they might fix it. So get yourself there now. As soon as you watch the video, get yourself on there and do it. I might purchase another one if anybody needs it specifically, but like I said, I've got 3 or 4 of them, so I don't really need it. I've spent some recently, so I'll just keep my points for now. So that's the Forzathon shop. We'll just have a quick look at the Backstage and the Super 7 as well before we start. So in the Super 7 this week, you have the Lamborghini Finino. It is in the auto show, it is an auto show vehicle, but it is 5.2 million credits. So if you're relatively new to the game, you don't have much credits, and you want a good S2 or X-Class car that can also be used for stunts, I would highly suggest getting it if you don't want to spend credits as well. All you need to do is complete this first set of 7. You can burn any car until you find one that you're able to complete easily or that you enjoy. Just complete a set of 7, then that car will be yours, and then after that it'll just go to wheel spin, so you can only get the car once. It is also in the auction house, but it's for millions, about the same price as what it is in the auto show. So if you want it, I would suggest getting it from here. And then the Backstage, we have the Buick GSX that won last week against the Chevy Impala. I didn't think it would, because 2 weeks ago in summer it was in the shop for 350 points, and then they put it in the Backstage last week, so I thought it wouldn't have won, but it beat the Impala by about 6 or 7%, I think, so definitely won that one. And then this week we have a bit of a variety. So we've got the 2008 Maserati MC12 Corsa. I think I have like 2 of each version of that car, so pretty good road car as well for rivals, etc. And then you have the Caddy Escalade. Also, I have a couple of them. They're all right. They're not. I mean, there's better cars in that category, but if you want it, then vote for it. But at the moment, the Maserati is winning by a mile, so I would suggest that it's going to win. and you can get some backstage passes by following this guide. There is one at 50% of this season. There was also one at 50% of last season if you got it, and there's also one at 50% of the whole series. Normally you would have got 50% by now, but I haven't completed Online Adventure yet, but that doesn't matter because I'll still get the 50% prize and the percentage in the previous seasons added on once I've done it. I'll probably do it at some point this week to save the panic in spring to get it done. So, on to the photo challenge. Take a photo of your car with another player or driver type that express knowledge really hard. So, if you can't play online and you can't grab a friend to go along and do it, then feel free to go in Horizon Solo mode, which is here, and go up to the rail yard, which is here. It also works on this road here, and probably this road here. Just make sure that the rail yard is in sight and that there is a driver tire near you. You have to get both of your car and the driver tire or your friend's car in and take the photo. It has to be somewhere within this kind of area here. It's also the location of the seasonal danger sign, which we'll go through in a second. Right, so that is the photo challenge. For that you'll get a super wheel spin and 1000 influence, or 3000, whatever it is. For the dailies, if you need any help with the daily challenges, always just leave a comment, I'll be able to help you. They're normally fairly straightforward, but if you are struggling, then leave a comment. For other things you can win this series, in the trial, not the series, season, sorry, can't speak. I just completely lost the plot in that halfway through that sentence. So for the trial you get the classic race suit, not great, so if you're struggling with the trial you can't get a decent team, then don't bother because it's not really a necessary prize unless you want the percentage. Also, I'll be live streaming tomorrow night completing the festival playlist. It will be open lobby for anybody that needs it. We can only have a max of 6 people at a time, but we can always refresh the convoy and do it again if people get disconnected and all that rubbish, because Forza is normally quite bad on Thursdays and Fridays. I just went back out to stop that then. I've been in the pause menu for a while now. So yeah, you can always join tomorrow night. It'll be 7 PM GMT hopefully. I'll be scheduling it at some point tonight after the video's uploaded, so you'll be able to see that in your subscriptions list, so please do consider subscribing so that you're able to view that and turn notifications on as well, so you get reminded if you forget, like I sometimes do when I'm watching other people's streams. Then you've got the seasonal player games. You can get the Renault Clio from 2007. It's just a pretty dope car. The stunts we'll do in a second. You get super wheel spins as always. The 2019 Macan Turbo isn't particularly rare. I have lots of them, but pretty nice car as well. The Ferrari 166mm. Never really driven it, but it is quite a good lower class car. And the VW GRC Beetle is a very good car for speed zones and off-road things of that type. For the monthly rivals, if you haven't done it yet, then all you need to do is post the clean laps. So no rewinding, no missing checkpoints, and no hitting things too hard. Just post a clean lap. You can always go and do running laps if you want to get a better time, like I did. But you don't have to. And for an online adventure you need to qualify by reaching rank 3 in any of the categories. Then you do 1 per month and you don't have to win it, and then it marks it gold. Right, now on to the stunts. So, considering it's winter, they aren't too hard, but obviously the roads are a bit slippery, and up at the danger sign it's all full of snow and stuff. So I might, if I get comments requesting it, or I might just do it anyway, make a video on the stunts separately, suggesting a few more cars, because I can't really do that in these videos, otherwise it'll be going on forever. But if you do need any help with anything, just leave a comment and I'll be able to help you, either by just typing a reply, or I can make a video if necessary. So for the speed zone, Crescent speed zone, it's the one with the arc. So you can go either way. Going this way means you have to brake and you can cut the corner a bit there, but not too much. Going this way, you accelerate out, but sometimes it's not the best. It's probably best carrying speed in rather than accelerating out. So you need 106 mile an hour, so that's only 1 mile an hour more than the 3 stars. And my PB is 127.1, sorry. And I'm not too sure that I've tried. Have I tried? No, I haven't really tried to get high up on the leaderboard for that one, so I wouldn't worry about it. So for this, I'm going to try and vary the cars again. So you can use the Mosley, you can use the Ferrari 599XX Evo, you can use the VW IDI, you can use the CCGT, you can use any of them cars, you can use the Apollo, etc. I could go on forever. But for this one, I've got my snow-covered Koenigsegg Agera, which is got my S2 road tune with snow tyres on it, because it was for a winter season, so it's ideal. So we're gonna go for this way. Like I say, it doesn't really matter. You can cut this corner a bit if you want. Just make sure you brake on time. The car handles quite well. I am doing it on the controller, just because it's winter and it's a bit slippery on the roads with the wheel. There you go, 111. So that was on a very short run up, and I didn't take the corners very well. So as you can see, that's a relatively easy speed zone. For the speed trap, Bamborough Dunes, you need 225 miles per hour. You can go either way. This way you got a shorter run up, but you don't need that much run up, so just going to go here. Again, I'm going to stay in the Koenigsegg Agera, but you can go in any fast car that does 225 mile an hour relatively fast, and you can take a massive run up from down by Thatch Corner further back as well. So you can even take like a maxed out Ford Transit if you really want to. So we'll just go from here. Hopefully we can hit it. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to, because the Koenigsegg is fast. It only has 6 gears. I'm hoping that it does 225 miles per hour. I got to. Actually, does it even do 225? It doesn't even do 225. What a silly person. It's because I all-wheel drive swapped it. But you get the gist. I won't. Well, I'll have one more go. I'll go from back here. I might be able to push it. But if this doesn't work, this particular tune won't work, but X-Class will work. It's just because I can't put all the upgrades on to keep it to S2. So if I just spin it around, right, there you go. So I'll just put it in 6th, so we don't have to worry about shifting. Hopefully we'll just get a bit of a boost. Oh, we got a daily Forzathon there. Come on, Koenigsegg, you can do it. Come on! No, we didn't do it, but as you can see, this car doesn't quite do it, but any other car will do it, and an X-Class tune on this car will also do it, so it's easy enough. I've just didn't realise that this car couldn't quite hit it. Silly me as always. Right, so that's the speed zone. Now for speed trap, sorry. Now for the danger sign. Really hard ramp. So this is also part of the Forzathon, which I covered last night. So you might actually get the seasonal objective whilst you're doing the Forzathon, because you have to get 3 stars. But if you don't worry, because here it is. So 236 metres, and we're going to go back here. So you can use the Agera because it's got snow tyres, but I'm just going to change car for this one to a more off-roady car, vary it up a bit. So I had a quick look through before I started recording, and I'm pretty sure that I found a couple of decent cars. So there's many cars you can use. Any cars like the car I'm currently in, or like the Mosley, the Ferrari, they all do it. The Shelby Cobra, Monaco, thingamajig. Any kind of off-road car that's fast enough and light enough. But I'm going to go in the Volkswagen Type 2 Deluxe, which I tuned for the Forzathon a few weeks ago, because why not? It's lightweight, it's fast, and it's got good acceleration. Hasn't got snow tyres, but who cares? Who cares? So you just go from back up here. Obviously I showed you how to do this on the Forzathon last night, but for this video, apologies for the sound, it doesn't sound much like a VW camper. Right, so it doesn't have much grip. So you can just put the car in 6th if you're in manual. If you're in automatic you can't do that, but it does help. Right, make sure you land this. Right, I think we might need to rewind. Rewind, please. Didn't work the first time. Just get a bit more acceleration now. Right, come on. Oh my god, it does a massive wheelie. Oh, right, it didn't do it. Did it not? Let's have one more go. I'm going to go in the Hoonigan RS200 just to make sure I can do it. So maybe the camper doesn't work unless you need a better run-up. I didn't really have a great run-up. So let's get in my X-Class V8 tuned Hoonigan RS200. If you don't have this car, you can comment and I'll make a video or help you. Specifically, I suggested some more cars, or you can see I'll probably do it on the live stream if I remember, because that's always a good way to do it. So just because on my standard Xbox One fast travelling takes forever, I'm just going to drive back. So try and clear as much of that kabobbins as possible. Try not to hit the tree as well. So this car doesn't have snow tyres on it, but it's obviously very grippy because it's a rally off-road car thingy. Right, so just go back here. Because I've failed 2 of the stunts this week, the video will be dramatically longer, but it doesn't matter. But right, so where are we going? Oh, we're going over here. You can't see in the dark. Oh, of course there's a lamppost in the way. Of course. Right, so this is pretty lightweight, so this should do it if I land it, which I didn't. Of course I didn't, because of course it went jaggedy off the jump. Typical. Right, there we go. That should do it. Yay, there we go. So that did it easy. So if you have this car, or you can get it from the auction house, it's just a brilliant car. Genuinely, it can do everything. Right. So now we've done that, we'll jump on to the championships. So for the trial, which is here, it's called Golden Age Muscle. You win the suit thingy. It's road racing and you need B700 Classic Muscle. So there's going to be a lot of untuned people ramming and can't control the cars because they forget it hasn't got power steering, it hasn't got very good brakes. See, I really just bring a tuned car, please. Bring a tuned car. Even if it's not my tune, I don't care. Just don't come in an untuned car, please. And learn to drive your car because, gee whiz, we're going to see a lot of it on the stream because there'll be a lot of people needing it as well with it being in winter. Right, so anyway, I would suggest using either the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 427, which is a very fast car. It's got the 6.2 litre V8 in it. The steering's okay for a muscle car because muscle cars don't steer. This one's made for top speed, has loads of power and torque, but doesn't turn whatsoever, so I wouldn't suggest that in this particular trial. What else have I got? Right, so the 1965 Ford Mustang, that's also a very good car. The Ford Falcon, this tune's not a very good tune, that was when I was a beginner tuner. This one's an updated tune, a bit better. What else? I'm sure I've got another. Oh yeah, the 1973 Pontiac thingy Trans Am. That's also a very good car. So there's quite a lot of cars you can use. Just make sure it's all-wheel drive, make sure it steers, and make sure you drive it properly, please. Right, for the games, it's at Mortimer Gardens, Winter Games. You win the Renault Clio on its B-Class hot hatch. Yay! Also, you don't need to win for this, so don't do rage quitting. I understand if you get disconnected, but I'm doing the wrong thing. Right, where's hot hatch at? There it is. So it's not retro and it's not super. So, the Ford Fiesta ST, I've updated the tune on that, so it's a bit better. That's okay as well. The 2009 Mini Cooper, that's built for racing and handling, so not really, but it's really cheap. That's A-Class. That's the car you win, by the way. What else have we got? Oh yeah, the Vauxhall Corsa from 2009. That actually was a games tune at Mortimer Gardens. The newer Vauxhall Corsa is built for handling, not speed. The Golf is always a good choice because it's really fast and it's really nippy. And same with the Scirocco. So basically anything you fancy because you don't have to win, it's just a bit of fun. So right, now on to the 3 other championships. So the first one, dirt racing, downhill dash. This is the one where you win the VW GRC Beetle, and you need an S1 Rally Monster. Yay! At least there's more choice than there is in A-Class anyway. Right, so Rally Monsters are all the way down here somewhere. There they are. Right, so the Hoonigans actually won, so it's done that. So Audi Quattro, always a good car. The Ford RS200, that's got an S2 tune on it, but when it's got S1, it's a really good car. This one is incredibly slow, but handles really well. This one, same story. The Hoonigan RS200 downgraded to S1 is really good. Doesn't have a top speed whatsoever, but at least it's faster than these, and it handles like a god. The Hoonigan Gymkhana 10, if you have car pass, is always a very good car. There's just tons of cars you can take through this. The Hoonigan Focus has no top speed whatsoever. The MG Metro, same story, but it's very fast. The Opel Manta is very bouncy, but very fast and handles. The Peugeot 205 Forza Edition, bit iffy. That's the car you won last week in the trial. This one, I have got an S1 tune for this, but I used it last week in the trials, that's why it's got my A-class tune on it. But the S1 for this is also very good, and this is the car you win here, so very good. Any car you like, basically, is what I'm saying. Right, next, road racing, going uptown. This is one where you're in the Porsche Macan, and you need an A-class SUV, or Sport Utility Hero, as they call it on Forza. Right, so there's obviously lots of cars you can use this, but it is road racing, for whatever reason. And it's in the snow. So this is going to be fun. At least you can't take rear-wheel drive cars. Right, so the Bentley Bentayga, I have two tunes. One's handling and one's kind of luxury, whichever you fancy for that one. Both very good. The X5's got the V12 in it and it doesn't steer. What else? Oh yeah, the Dodge Durango is a good choice. F-Face, I haven't really got a specific tune for that one. The Jaguar I-Pace, very slow, and I've never really tuned it, but it's good. The Jeep Cherokee is more built for off-road handling. The Lamborghini Urus is very fast. The Range Rover is always a good choice because everybody has it. What else have we got? Well, yeah, that's basically it, but there's loads of cars you can take, and just whichever you fancy, just make sure that you drive it straight. Except for on corners, obviously. Finally, the street scene one, micro street scene. This is the one where you're in the Ferrari thingamajig, and it's C-Class Horizon Special Microcar Mayhem. So you can't actually filter your thingy for this one, so you have to kind of do a bit of guesswork. But my guess is it's really lightweight and it's miniature. So, for instance, you could take... where is it? You could take the Morgan three-wheeler, for instance, if you really wanted to. You could take... What else did I tune? Oh yeah, I remember now. You could take the Mini Cooper, which handles ridiculously well, I don't know why. You could also take either of the crappy Peels, if you really want to. You could take... just try to think if there's any more. No, well, there's quite a few more, but I can't think of them. I think the Lotus Elan Sprint, mine's tuned to B class, but if you tuned it to C class, I think that's one of them. What else? Oh, Fiat. I think the Fiat 124 was that one. I'm not really too sure. And also, I can remember now that where is it at? The Smiley car. Mine's tuned to D class and S2, but it's also one of them. So, whichever you fancy there. Right, well that wraps up today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was helpful despite the stunts fail yet again. Like I say, if you're struggling with anything or just got anything else to say, please leave a comment. I will always give it a heart, like it and reply, unless it's one of them stupid link things that I have to keep deleting. But anyway, thank you so much for 50 subscribers, like I said at the start of the video. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for the live stream, and hopefully we'll have plenty of people joining in as well. I'm presuming it'll be popular because it's winter and people generally have trouble with winter, so yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!